What's up with it, bro?
What's going on with it?
Introduce yourself, let the people know who you is.
Shit, what's up with y'all? You know what I'm saying? My name Darion Walker. You know what I'm saying? I'm next up. AKA Lil B Weezy out here in these motherfucking streets, nigga. What's up with it? We heard. We heard.
So we heard finally, man. I know you've been, reaching out to me, trying to set up the interview. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Finally here today. Yeah. How you doing today?
Shit, man. I'm cooling, man. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? The vibes is right. You know what I'm saying? I've been working and shit. Goddamn. I'm just kind of chilling out today.
Yeah.
I've been just grinding non-stop for real since this pandemic and shit started. So just trying to do what I can to get my name and shit out there. So.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I see you goddamn been grinding for a little minute now too.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely grinding for a little minute now, shit. So especially like during this pandemic, goddamn me, you think you did like a show back at Domestic?
Yeah, like
that was your last show, like in August.
Yeah, so my thing with that, like my last show, that motherfucker was like all the way back in like August. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do it, but I didn't do it because I had ended up catching COVID type shit.
Wow.
So
you didn't even perform.
Like I ain't do nothing because like right when I had caught it was right before the show. Like that same week I was supposed to do that show, I couldn't do it because I had to go to the hospital in the middle of the week or whatever. So they told me that. I'm like, man, I can't do nothing. So that kind of like just put me out. You know what I'm saying? I had messed around and just started investing. So because like I used to stay like going to the studio. My cousin KP the engineer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're down in Jupiter.
Yup. He tied in with everybody. So it's just like, as much as I go to him, I just figured that I should bring the experience to me because a part of being like an artist or whatever, you just gotta always like know what you doing type shit, and you gotta really like get hands on with it. So that's how that is.
Yeah. So you caught COVID. Like I know you made like a song called "The Virus."
Yeah.
How was your experience? Like I know you talked about it in the song, but for the people who don't know, like kind of elaborate more. Like how was you feeling and going through it with the COVID? Man,
that shit felt like weird as fuck. Like when I first had caught that shit, like I was at the motherfucking hospital. I'm sitting in the motherfucking chair and shit. I'm calling like my friends and shit. I'm like, man, I don't like how this shit feel. Like I feel like bad or whatever. Cause like right after I took the test, it felt like immediately worse. Like before I took the test, like I felt like I was already feeling sick, but it wasn't until I took the test where I felt way worse.
Right.
In a way, people still like living like this shit just like not happening. Cause like ever since the shit started, it's just been like crazy. Like people then went to the store, bought all the guns and all that, like buying everything, like trying to protect themselves because they thinking we finna go into something else.
Right.
We ain't never been no pandemic before, so.
Oh, this shit was crazy, man. 2020 was definitely crazy year. I just feel like shit. More like you say, people was really panicking and shit, think like the world finna end, finna be race riots and all that shit. That still might be in the air now, shit.
Man,
ain't going on.
Weak, like everybody just need to like stay prayed up and shit. Eventually we gonna get through this motherfucker. Motherfuckers learn to stay their ass in the house.
Yeah,
and shit like
I'm ready to get back to the normal life, man.
On me.
Yeah, most definitely shit. So let's talk about, like you say, you've been working, or you seen like for like the music shit. Yeah, you just recently dropped your EP Before Everything back in November 13th. Yeah, how did that feel for you? Finally dropped a project.
Man, that motherfucker. Like I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to like music. So like a lot of people I know, they be hearing me, they be like, damn, like what a new music at? What a new music at? This and that.
Yeah.
And like it's not like I'm neglecting them or like I'm saying trying to worry them off. Like I'm not working on nothing. It's just like good things take time.
Most definitely.
I'm definitely a believer. Like what I'm saying. Quantity over quality. Well, quality over quantity. I said that shit wrong.
Yeah.
Motherfucking quality over quantity. And so I would like, what I'm saying, to at least give motherfuckers something that they continually like play back and shit. Like I ain't trying to have like no skips and shit like that. Like if I can like listen to it like that, then I give it to somebody else. I always ask like the motherfuckers in my inner circle and shit like that. So I gotta just keep good spirits around me and make sure like I ain't no no other shit, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So you need that good energy around you, man. Most definitely shit, because you don't want like no snakes around you, nothing like that. Well, definitely, I see like you got the even like the single on the self-titled single before everything. It's like you was like cutting motherfuckers off then, like you say, eliminating the bad energy and all that shit. Then at least that's what I got from the song.
I mean, that motherfucker was like different because like when I first started like writing, like the process of me writing that motherfucker, I had to just like I was just thinking about shit one day because like it was what I was going through at the time. Like I ain't had like no car and shit like that. I'm catching buses, trains and shit like that. That shit was like molding me type shit. So I'm just sitting in the house one day. I was writing and shit, smoking, fuck around, fire something up. Had to get my motherfucking mind right for that shit. And shit, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? That shit, I just wrote that motherfucker, and then, cause like the beat, when I first heard the beat, that motherfucker was just like all serene sounding and shit. Like it was just soft, and it felt like if you was gonna say something to it, you had to explain it in a different way. You can't just like say anything on this motherfucker. So I just felt like I had to tell my story. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
actually, it let people know what I was going through at the time.
Well, definitely, shit. Like I say, you say you had no car, none of recently, you just got a car. Shit, 2020 last year, you got a car. Now, that was a goddamn accomplishment for you.
Yes, sir.
Felt good. Probably ain't got to call nobody, can't catch no bus no more.
Man.
Leave on your time, get there. You hear me?
I'm just glad I had like real motherfuckers around me. You know what I'm saying? So they looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? I've always carried myself as a loyal ass nigga, so I expect motherfuckers around me to act just as such. I don't want you around me.
Definitely had a good year, goddamn, too. You had a good year in 2020. Goddamn, with the music, you shared your Spotify 2020 wrap up. Goddamn, you had 24K stream.
Yeah, I had like, I did good for myself last year. I had set that as like a main like goal or whatever to make sure like before the year was over, I dropped something. Like I gotta just come with this shit. It's like set myself up for like the next forever, goddamn, because I be doing this shit. Like I'm not gonna stop till I just can't stop. Like it's like a battery in my shit. Like I'm just running off the battery at the point when it comes to this music shit. So
most definitely, man. I say keep grinding, shit. Keep grinding. So you got a birthday coming up too, man.
Y'all, next motherfucking Friday, my shit is finna come up. Your boy finna be 23. Yes, sir. I was thinking about going to the motherfucking club like that weekend. I was gonna hit up Ryan Gotti and shit like that.
Hopefully it be open, shit.
Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? But shit, if it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's alternatives to that as well. So
yeah,
we just gonna keep going, goddamn.
Yeah, shit. Another thing, shit. Your birthday coming up, Valentine's Day coming up, shit. That's another thing. You got your little situation with her. You gonna laugh.
Yeah, man, got me a little shawty, you know what I'm saying? I've been seeing her for a couple months now. You know, we doing our thing, we just chilling. We trying to see if we can actually leave this motherfucker. So
man, that'd be something to do.
Yeah, go have us a little us time and shit like that. You know, she been holding me down, just.
Shout out to her, man. He said, I see the love in your eyes, boy.
Man, she got me together. That's all I'm gonna say. She got me together.
Yeah.
Got me together.
I would say, you got like no, just outside her, no disrespectful sis, goddamn me. You like celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Hey, now that's crazy because me and my homies, we talk about this shit all the time.
That's crazy.
And it be like, we never really can decide because it's always somebody that come around that look better than what we previously saw because there's literally too many beautiful, like, ladies on this planet. So, shit, like, if I say I have, like, my ideal crush, it's between somebody like Tinashe or motherfucking like, you know, Rihanna, Kaylani, something like that. Like, cause I just like how they carry themselves. Like, me personally, I'm attracted to a woman who's like a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a woman who has like goals and shit like that. Like, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, trying to do nothing with your life or nothing like that, then that's like turning me off. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like that. Like, it's people out here that work way too hard and they still don't be getting nowhere. So to see that you not trying, you know, that's gonna bother me. Or if I gotta motivate you, I can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
I asked you a question. I seen you damn you post about you made a post and you shared LMA. Yeah, I was gonna get on your head, boy. Don't be playing with my baby like that. I'll be over there tonight, baby. No, I'm just talking shit, man. I'm just talking shit. Well, I see you got this song you made like back in I think like 2017 called Crew Love. Yeah, you hoes be loving the crew. Yeah, that type of hoes you find in the loo.
Oh man.
You say that'll be your experience since you've been here, or since while you living here, shit.
That shit is crazy. So when we made that song, me and my homeboy, who I was actually like, we was working on a joint tape at the time, because we was at Harris though when we came up with the idea for the shit.
Yeah.
And so we came together and we just started writing songs. So the first song we wrote, which we shot the video for back then, which was So What. That song, that was the second song that we had wrote. That was like the second single that we didn't get to shoot the video for, because I think we was both busy at the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's one of them songs we could kind of bring back, because like I'm a firm believer, like, you know what I'm saying, manifestation or something like that, and all that. So you just gotta. It might be one of them old songs that straight put you on. You never know.
Happening at the right time, shit.
Right. Right. You just gotta really put the bread and believe in yourself, and shit, it's gonna go somewhere. Somebody gonna notice this shit. I believe this shit.
Yeah. Definitely. Say shit. Just speaking of like shit, just talk about like Valentine's Day coming up. Shit, celebrity crush and that Crew Love. Then we these Tatianas. Like what type of guys you? What type of guy you consider yourself as? Like a lover boy or shit? One of them niggas ain't fuck these hoes.
Alright, so like me. Like being an Aquarius, people been telling me I'm wishy-washy, so I don't be like, I'm not really a fan of the Zodiac game, but I did like go up and do some more research on it, because like I'm trying to understand, like, okay, let me see if any type of behaviors on this subject, you know what I'm saying, correlate to me. Yeah. So that shit, like me personally, I think like I'm very chill, I'm a very laid back person. I'm not really the type of, like, you know what I'm saying, start any issues. But like if I'm pushed her, I'm pushed her. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, you know, I be feeling like when I was coming up or whatever, I feel like everybody should like give respect, cause you know what I'm saying. Like if you're not doing nothing to potentially like try to harm me, I'm gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta really necessarily take it there from the get go, unless it's like you starting it with me, cause I don't be trying to start nobody. I ain't worried about nobody. Worry about what nobody got going on, you know what I'm saying? As far as what I got going on, I'm just doing me, you know what I'm saying? So. But to answer your question.
I just said you ain't answer my question.
To answer your question, I consider myself like more of a in between, cause I can get there, like I could be.
If it's somebody you fuck with, yeah.
I can get there with them, but you know what I'm saying. If
can't come out the gate like that, shit.
Like like you can't do too much.
Yeah. Especially man, nowadays most people be going, they go for like nigga who like nigga who don't give no fuck about them at all. Shit, like that's what it is though. You know, young people shit, they go for that shit. Yeah. Like they say, like the street guy versus the guy who gonna really help them out. Not even necessarily help them out, who's better for them. Shit.
Right.
I ain't help shit. You hear me? You gotta help yourself.
I always like ask women that was. I just be like, I ask like, cause I be having like a lot of female friends, and so I be trying to get their perspectives on like why do they be liking certain dudes, and they sit up here and they try to tell me like, oh, he doing this, he doing that, but you go right back to him though. And I be just trying to see why. It's like, it's psychology, it's something bigger than, you know what I'm saying, what they got going on. That's holding it together.
Yeah. I mean, I say it's just young shit.
On me.
Shit, the young, you know, people young, they go for like the exciting shit, you know. Like probably when you like young in school, goddamn the girl, they go for a nigga who, like you say, the street nigga or whatever versus nigga who going to school, you know, actually paying attention in class. You're all, he a lame, you know. That's how it is. Shit.
That's definitely who I was coming up. I couldn't do nothing but be 100% myself, because
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right,
ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
I couldn't like be I felt like if I was gonna be fake, it was only gonna be so long before like motherfuckers find out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
If I got anything going on, so it's just always like I be having like it be throwing people off like because sometimes I be like too blunt in situations, but that's just how I am. I'm the type of man who, you know what I'm saying, speak my mind. So
most definitely. Say shit. I'm close to an end. Here, I'll say you got a song called Jumanji. You talk about days, you know, shit when you was hungry, struggling, type of shit. You had to get out here and hustle. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers, like a lot of rappers, they make the type of songs like that where I was just out here grinding. I'm out until it was nobody but me by myself. You hear me? I was starving. I'm gonna ask you this question: how would your mama feel about that?
Like, man, it's really like rough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and being a black man in America, everybody know how hard it is. Like, coming up from a city where it's like hella crime, like every day. Like, we always make the top 10 every single year.
Yeah, top 5, top 3.
Top
shit.
5. Like, we on the motherfucking U.S. Billboard of death in this motherfucker. So that shit there, like, I just felt like I just had to. Like, it's just instilled. Like, St. Louis, this is a hustle city. You have to hustle in this motherfucker. All the females are out here getting it.
Most definitely. Shout out to the women out here, man.
Shout out to the ladies out here, because they is out here getting it. I literally seen that thing when they was like St. Louis ladies like had
most entrepreneurs.
Yep. That shit there, that shit is impressive, because that's all we do in this city is hustle. Like, no, you can't take the, you know what I'm saying, STL out of hustle, goddamn.
Nipsey did it, R.I.P. bro. But no, it's all love though. Yeah, I understand what you mean. But yeah. Shit, the women they goddamn you have been grinding shit with the last sex, shit, the bundles, the boutiques, all that shit, man. And because man, like men, no, they just go, they work. I mean, you got entrepreneurs as men, but for just our community, shit, they trapping.
Right.
Niggas going to the streets.
Yeah,
that's what they think. I can get money this way. Fuck that.
It's like a lot of people that.
But it's a lot of different ways to hustle though, man. Most definitely, shit. What I'm doing, shit. You know, niggas shoot videos, shit. You can be a damn electrician, all type of shit.
Right.
You hear me?
Like me, man, I just been like, I'm working like shit. Like, I'm the type of dude, I can't like just like sit on my ass because it's gonna piss me off. Like, if I ain't if I ain't doing nothing productive or anything like that, or even if I'm like just chilling at somebody else's crib or anything like that, it's just, I gotta be doing something, because I'm not like, I don't really like, you know what I'm saying, catching like rest and all that shit, because it's just, me being so young, I feel like there's so much
to do.
Yeah, it's so much to do out here. Like, I really, like, I take that, like, I remember my mom told me, like, you know, just live your best life in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? Before you get in your 30s, man, I'm coming for everything. That's all I'm saying today. I'm coming for everything.
Yeah, then you gotta establish yourself right now, shit. Like, before you get into a relationship, before you have a kid, all that shit, man. Most definitely should get yourself together, man.